Hello everyone, thank you very much for watching today. Today is Tuesday the 23rd, and today I wanted to talk about three common questions that agents ask me, or topics that we talk about during my coaching calls. And I coach several dozen agents with Century 21 HomeStar, and I figured I would reach out or show this to everybody because these are things that keep on coming up, and you might be very interested to know what other agents are usually asking. So here are the three things in the notes I jot down. So first thing, agents ask me when we talk about marketing, when I do a coaching call, usually I'm asking like, what did you do the last week? What kind of things did you market yourself and prospecting in your database and things like that? And one of the topics comes up all the time about videos and getting some social networking marketing out there and sending out emails and texts of videos of things that are happening. And a lot of agents ask me, what kind of videos should I do? So, I mean, I could go on for hours about video in general, but I just wanted to give you one thing, a little bit of information to take with you today, is do market updates. Do market updates of what's going on in the market. So an example is with information on the MLS, with information on showing time to see what's, where the showings are happening. You could put together a video of what's happening right now in the market, and then if you pinpoint if you have your database organized enough where you know where these people are. Everybody in your database should be mapped out where they live, or at least in their contacts put their city. Should be an easy way for you to search your database. So say Solon, Ohio, Mentor, Ohio, and everybody pops up that's in that market, buyer, seller. So you have to categorize your database. So that's a whole nother topic of organizing your database, and then you can send that out to your database. Could be a monthly thing, a quarterly thing, quarterly update. How about a quarterly update? And you could text that to your database and go, hey Bob, this is Tony with Century 21 HomeStar. Just want to give you my quarterly update video of what's happening in your market and what's happening in the home values and sales. Everybody that has a house in that market, I won't say everybody because I can't say everybody, will open it, will be interested to hear what's happening to the values in their area, how many houses are selling, and they get to see a video of you, not just an email with a market update or information, and they got to open it, but they get a text from you. And of course, it's not a long text of all of this stuff, but it's a video of you saying that. And you could upload that video to a YouTube channel. You should start a YouTube channel and just give them the link so they could watch the video at any time, or they could share that link with someone else. You could even put in that text, hey, please feel free to share with your neighbors and friends. Wow, look at that. Next thing you know, they're emailing or texting it and forwarding it to their other friends and relatives that live in the area or neighbors. How about a great idea? How's that a good idea? Okay, that's number one. And of course, I'd be happy to talk to anybody, go more in detail. Number two, objection handling. So I have agents, have buyers and sellers. Why should I buy now? I'll be up in multiple offers. I'll wait till later, or I'll wait till next year. Or there are lots of buyers out there. I know that, but a lot of agents go, I have these people, but they're just not motivated to buy now. What kind of things should I say to them? Well, of course, I always say to them is this. Interest rates are at a historical low. We never know how long they're going to be. Don't want to scare them because we don't know what's going to happen. Hey, I said that too when the rates were 4% and they were historically low then, and look where they are now. So you can't guarantee something is going to go lower or higher, but say they're at a historical low. This is a good time to buy. It's very good. You could buy a house and your payment will be in a good value. What it would be today at this interest rate than if the interest rates were 5%, 6%, 7%. You could even want to, if you want to even be more, nerd them out, go look and Google interest rates over the last several years or decades, and you could say, hey, 5 years ago interest rates were this, so who knows where 5 years will have us from now in there. So you could tell them that. Also, the other one I get a lot is for list sales, for people that want to sell their house. They're like, I'm going to wait till later. And this happens in any market because I have more and more sellers seeing the values go up. My neighbor sold for more, and they're worried, not selling for more of their house, they're worried about what they're going to buy. They go, well, I don't want to get into multiple offers and overpay for a house. Example, if you have a person that might want to sell, but they want to buy first, of course, they want to find something first before they sell, and they get this objection a lot, but we don't want to be in multiple offers and we don't want to overpay for a new house. So we're going to wait a little bit on that. Well, remember, when you have something to sell and something to buy, and the market's seller's market or a certain way, it kind of usually, hopefully, moves for both properties. So you tell Mr. or Mrs. Seller buyer is that, well, whatever you're buying, if you're not going to overpay, you're going to pay a market value. But if it's a little bit more than what you expect to, hopefully we're going to sell your house. The same thing happens there. It sells for a better value than you're here. You're not going to find a perfect market where you get a great deal on a new home and buy it lower than you expected and sell your house at a higher than expected. I mean, it is possible because they'd be moving from different areas. Maybe there's a lot of inventory in what they're looking for, and there's not so much inventory in what they're selling. You got to analyze it a little bit. But in general, there's usually not happening. It's not happening. They're like buying really low. They're getting a great deal because it's a buyer's market in one side of things and getting a house for lower than value, and then selling for much higher value over here. So I always tell them that moves along with it. So if you wait till you get the great deal buy, your value might come down too. We don't know because we have to, again, you can't predict what the market's going to be next year because everything happens live. Every sale in an area affects the values right then and there. So this is a little information to give them. And then 3, we always talk about database and organizing your database and who should be on your database. So that's the third thing that comes up a lot. So that is who should be on your database. Everybody. Where do you start? Your phone. Everybody on your phone. Anybody that you already have without even trying, their phone number, their email address, their address. You know them or got connected to them somehow to get that number. They're on your database for life. Keep them on your database. And another question that comes up about database is, how do I clear up my database, and who should be on it and who shouldn't be on it, and who should I reach out to? Of course, I say everybody, but this is what I said back to the first thing I said about videos. This is also a way to clean up your database, is that if you go through everybody on there and start sending them texts about market updates, or you don't have to send them a video, you could send something as simple as example, like, hey Bob, this is Tony with Century 21 HomeStar, and if you remember how you're connected, said, hey, I hope you have my number in your phone. Remember we met, or we were in high school together, we were in college together, we were neighbors 10, 12 years ago. Hey, you were friends. If you could put in where you know them, because they might not have your phone number in your phone. They might got a new phone. They might have their phone might have reset and lost all their contacts. How many people do we know that's happened to? So remind them who they are, and remind them you're in real estate, and say, hey, if you'd like to have a free valuation of your home or a market analysis of the area you live in or where you might potentially move someday, please let me know. I'll be happy to put it in the time and do a market analysis or valuation of your home, today's value today. So you can put something like that together. And again, there's going to be some people that respond right away. There's going to be people that never respond, and there's going to be people that definitely just don't want to be on your list for whatever reason. That clears up your database. You got people that respond, now they're up on your list. People that don't respond, they're still on your list. They didn't say no. They don't take them off your list. No response is fine. That means they're going to stay there. You just texted them. I say this to agents all the time. You just texted them that you know them. You have their number in your phone, and you know someone, or you connect with them somehow. That should tell them you're never going away unless they ask you to go away. So keep them on your database and keep following up with them. So those 3 things, I just want to go over in general those 3 topics that come up a lot in my weekly coaching calls with many, many, many agents. And if anybody out there wants to get on a weekly coaching call with me, we could go over topics like this. We could go over different ideas and things. Be happy to do it. Just text me. And you have my number. You all should have my number in your phone. And we'll set up a time and start doing this and helping you little weeks at a time and build on your database, build on your videos, build on objection handling, and lots of other topics, anything that you want to talk about that help better yourself and your business. So that's it. Have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday at noon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.